As you examine your life, you might find a few things that you were born to do. These are things that just come naturally and that you always love doing. Matt will be demonstrating and teaching us something that he was born to do. This is the third project from the Speaking to Inform manual and is the demonstration talk project. It is 5 to 7 minutes. Join me in a warm welcome for Matt.
Not a human brain? We might have talked about that.
It's just a hard memory.
If there's one thing I know, it's that food brings people together. I love food. And I knew this from a very young age, as I'm sure most of you did. Probably the day you were born, you knew that you love food. But there's a particular food that I found I was just gifted at, and I loved to make. It's a milkshake.
Ooh.
When I was in high school, I remember days in the summer. I'd wake up around 11 a.m. or the crack of noon, and I'd go upstairs and make myself a milkshake. Then I'd go outside, jump on trampoline with my friends, go play some sports, and come inside and make myself another milkshake. I even remember times I had 3 milkshakes in one day. Hopefully, diabetes does not run in my family because I am going to be in huge danger because of these times. But I learned how to make the perfect milkshake. Most people think a milkshake's a milkshake. I'm going to tell you they're wrong. There are a lot of little details that can make just milk and ice cream into something delicious. The first thing you start with, of course, is your cup. Usually I have a larger glass cup, but today I just have a small paper cup. You start with that. I'm going to need an assistant as well. Diana? Whoa, Monty has. And you're evaluating me, so
I
don't want to cause a schism. But
yeah, that'd be great. Let's get this out of the way. We got to make sure everyone can see this because this is important information you're going to get. All right, Monty. Yes, that'd be great. That's good. So we start with a cup and ice cream. So could you go ahead and get that ice cream opened?
pull tab. Unfamiliar as I am with ice cream, of course.
Wow.
Excellent. As he's getting that open, remember that one of the first principles of a good milkshake is the ratio. The ratio of ice cream versus milk versus the chocolate. So we're going to start with the ice cream. Now with a cup this size, you want to fill it about 2/3 of the way full. And that doesn't mean you're packing it in. It means just the scoops go up to about 2/3 of the way. So Monty, go ahead and fill that up 2/3 of the way full. Let's see if you can do it. Ooh, and that is a good scoop. You've done this before, I can tell.
Actually, I worked. No one remembers Walgreens restaurants, but they had a soda fountain in the back bar. I actually was there. Right. So I think that's probably enough.
Hold on, yeah. That's about, it might be a little much, but I think that will do for this case. Okay. A lot of people next will say, all right, now let's dump in some milk. Now you can do that if you've done it a lot, if you're advanced in milkshake making. But I say if you're just starting, you start with the chocolate sauce. And the reason is it allows you to be able to see exactly how much chocolate sauce is going in there. And there's nothing worse than a milkshake with too little or too much chocolate sauce. So for something about this size, I would say enough chocolate sauce is just enough to cover that first scoop right on top. And you can adjust it as it goes as you start to figure out your own preferences. But Monty, let's let's see you cover up that top scoop with some chocolate sauce. Mm. Perfect. Let's give him a hand for that one. Finally, you have the milk. Now, the actual brand of milk and 1%, 2% skim milk, it doesn't really matter. If you're going skim because you're trying to be healthy, like, come on, you're having a milkshake. It's going to be mixed with ice cream and chocolate, so it all kind of comes out the same. Now with the milk, this is the final touch, and when you see the level of the milk rising to about maybe a ½ inch to an inch below the top, that's when you're good. Now the reason you don't fill it up to the top is because once you start mixing it, if it's filled up to the top, it's going to spill out everywhere. And you don't want that. So Monty, fill that up to about ½ inch to an inch full. Perfect. Excellent. And now the next thing you have, call it your handy dandy spoon. Usually I'd recommend a metal spoon. I only brought plastic today. A metal spoon is important because it won't break, it won't bend as it's going through the hard ice cream. And the stirring is one of the most important parts of the milkshake because the more you stir, the less thick it gets, and it all depends. So I start to stir it, push the spoon to the bottom, and then kind of mix things around, get that ice cream broken up. And then this is all really up to you, how you like it. If you like the iceberg ice cream floating on top of the milk, then that's great, you don't stir it at all. But I like a thicker shake. One where it's almost like you have to chew the milk. That's the way to do it. So as you mix and mix, you can see that the chocolate sauce starts to get mixed in as well. And then it's ready to eat. So Monty, I'd like to present you with this perfectly made milkshake. Thanks for your help. And let's give Monty another hand. So remember, as you make milkshakes, remember the ratios and the levels and also the stirring. And I'm going to be over here at this table making some more milkshakes for each of you. Thank you.
Really stirring.